Kaugdyuk was a little orphan boy who had lost his parents. He had a sister, but his sister was taken away. She was well treated, but him, he was treated pretty bad. But, and sometimes they would. He was not allowed to eat regular food. The only food that he was allowed to eat was a kauk. Kauk is a walrus's skin. That's why that little boy's name, Kaugdyuk, because of that, what he has to eat. And sometimes in a village, if the leader there is a wicked, people would try to be on that a person's side. So everybody kind of just followed the leader, sort of. So this was happening. The whole village was treating him pretty bad. He wasn't even allowed to sleep in the igloo. The only place he was allowed to sleep was in the porch, which is cold. It's got no heat. The only way he was able to survive was because he had 4 dogs, and one was a pillow, one was a mattress, one was blanket, and one was a foot warmer. So that's how he was able to survive in the cold nights. And also, one of his chores was they dug snow down to the ice. Maybe the hole is about 6 feet deep. You have to go down there to the bottom of this hole and pound seal fat into oil. And the man in the moon was watching this and looking at this. And so one night, when everybody was inside the igloo, he knew there's nobody out there. Nobody's supposed to be out there. Someone called his name, Kaugdyuk, come out here, come out of there. And he was scared to go out, so he sent his pillow, the dog. He told his pillow, you go out, you go out. So the pillow went out. But still the man says, yeah, Kaugdyuk, you come out. So he sent his mattress and his blanket and his foot warmer. So there was no one else that he can send. So he had to go out, because being abused like that, you have to listen in order to survive. So he went out and saw this man dressed in beautiful clothing, brand new skins, and he was tall and big, and he told him, what's happening here in this village is not right. People shouldn't be treating people like that. So I'm going to do something. I'm going to make you strong, but you have to come with me. So he followed. He said, we'll have to go to the mountain. We'll have to go up high. And once we get there, I'll teach you how to get strong. So when they got to the top of the mountain, there's the man said, see that little stone there? Take it out of the ground and push it and move it. So he did, because it was a small stone. It was easy for him. But then he kept going, and the stones get bigger and bigger until he was able to move big boulders of stones, and that's how he got his strength. And then the man said, there's going to be 3 polar bears that come in tomorrow. Don't be scared when they ask for you, because these polar bears are not going to hurt you. They're going to be, don't be scared. So the man took him back to the village, and he went to sleep with his dogs. And next morning, there was a commotion going on. There's polar bears are coming, polar bears are coming. Where is the Kaugjuk? And they took the when they were calling him, they started singing, Kaugjuk Jualung now in Pilumi Sautisa, Willi Sautisa, Kaugjuk Jualung now in Pilumi Sautisa, Willi Sautisa. So when they saw him, oh, he's right here. So one of the guys picked him up and threw him to the polar bears. And the polar bears just sniffed at him and just walked by him. And he got up, he looked at the guy who just threw him to the polar bears. He went up to him and picked him up and threw him to the polar bears. And the polar, he didn't even have time to touch the ground. The polar bear just tore him apart, and all the people were being killed by the polar bears. That's the end of the story, that all the people were killed. And that tells me that if, because we didn't have to wait for Judgment Day, everything is dealt with. Sometimes the Creator would use animals or the weather to destroy things or help people.